What is going on, guys? It's ThePowerBauer 2 here. Now, I've made 2 videos so far covering characters who I believe will not be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I just love making these videos. Those videos covered some of the most obvious as well as some heavily requested characters who I don't think have as good of a chance to be in the game as many people believe them to. This video will focus more on certain characters that I have seen people mention in the comments of the previous 2 videos. I have seen so many comments on my previous videos with joke characters that they want in Smash Bros, and I just need to squash all their hopes because it is getting ridiculous. And before we get into this, just know that if a character appears in any video game as a character, they qualify for this list. That is the only stipulation. Now, with all of that out of the way, it's time to look at 10 even more characters who will not be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let us begin. We are going to start this video off with a character who was considered to be in Melee but was never implemented. That would of course be James Bond. GoldenEye 007 was a huge success on the Nintendo 64, so it made sense that Sakurai would consider him for Melee. But he really doesn't fit the Smash Bros. Style. Sure, you could say Snake is similar as he uses tons of guns, but James Bond is based off a real actor who played him, and I'm pretty sure he would need to consent to him being in the game. Although if it was me, I would totally be okay with it. I'm sure you all know that James Bond won't be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I needed to make it clear for those who for some reason think he still could be added. Remember when I said as long as a character appears in a video game, they count? Well, that was for this character. That would be Shaq from Shaq Fu. Okay, I know this is obviously not gonna happen, but I saw someone comment that he should be added and I just laughed. Shaq Fu is one of the weirder games ever released, as it's a fighting game with Shaq as the main character. You can make the argument that they could just take Shaq's moveset from this game and translate it to Smash Bros, but there are so many questions you would need to ask. I mean, what would his final smash be? The only thing I could think of would be him dunking on someone so hard that they die, which honestly would be kinda cool, but this sadly won't ever happen. Hoenn Pokemon Trainer will not be an Echo Fighter for regular Pokemon Trainer. When it was revealed that Pokemon Trainer was coming back for Smash Bros. Ultimate, there were many people trying to figure out what a reasonable Echo Fighter for him could be, and the one that many people think would be the best is the Hoenn Pokemon Trainer. I personally think it would have to be Mudkip, Combusken, and Sceptile for the team, but let's be honest. This isn't gonna happen. Hoenn doesn't have the support it used to. Sure, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are only like 4 years old, but they would definitely put in the Lola trainer over the Hoenn trainer for this game. Plus, we already got the female Pokemon trainer from Kanto, which isn't technically an Echo Fighter, but come on, it's as close as we're ever gonna get. They would need to create completely new movesets for each of these Pokemon, and it's just not gonna happen. So, if you couldn't tell, this video will be going from a serious character to a joke character. That means it's time for another joke character, and this one is Mickey Mouse from Epic Mickey. I remember when this game came out, and there was actually a decent amount of hype behind this game. It's not a bad game, and it was released on a Nintendo console, but who actually thinks Mickey will be in Smash Bros. Ultimate? If they ever make Shadow Mario his own character, I guess Mickey could maybe be an Echo Fighter because of his paintbrush. I'm just trying to make up any idea that would make any sense because I just don't know how he could ever fit into the game. Plus, they would obviously need permission from Disney, and I highly doubt they would ever want to put Mickey in Smash Bros. Cuphead was one of the most popular games that came out last year, and it has received almost universally amazing reviews. But Cuphead will not be in Smash Bros. Ultimate for fairly obvious reasons. It is an indie title, which already makes it super unlikely to be added, but the game is also a Microsoft platform exclusive. It was only available on Xbox or for Microsoft Windows, and doesn't show any signs of coming to a Nintendo console anytime soon. Plus, the game only came out last year, and Sakurai has likely had the final roster for the game finished since before the game was even released. Cuphead would be a cool addition, but there is no possible way it will be added. The next slot is meant for 3 characters because they all come from the same game and TV series. I know this is very stupid, but I am of course talking about SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. These are some of the most requested meme characters, and they are in so many different meme hacks of Smash Bros. There's really not much to say about these 3. How would they be implemented into the game? What would their movesets and final smashes be? The only thing I can think of would be having Squidward's final smash be him using his clarinet, but the sound is so bad that it kills everyone. Or just put his head on Mr. Game & Watch's final smash. That could work too, I guess. But for SpongeBob and Patrick, I can't really think of much, and I think that's understandable. It may be obvious, but these 3 will not be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If any character from this list is added to Smash Bros., this is the one I want the most. That would be Groose from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is my second favorite Zelda game, so I just want anyone from that game. Maybe not Fi, though. You could really consider this either a serious character or a joke character, since he is basically meant for comedy in Skyward Sword. His moveset could just be a simple fighting moveset, because he's a pretty big guy, so that just makes sense. His up B could be his Loft Wing, and his final smash could maybe even be his cannon that he builds to help Link take down the Imprisoned. If you couldn't tell, I really want this to happen. I mean, his reveal could even just say, "The Groose is loose." Nintendo, if you are watching, which you obviously are, I mean, why wouldn't you be? Please add Groose in Smash Bros. I know this request is futile, but I thought I'd at least try. Sadly, we're never gonna get Groose in Smash Bros. One of the most classic and recurring things in Smash Bros is the home run contest, so why not just make the Sandbag playable? No, this won't happen. But there was one person who commented saying that they have inside sources that he will be playable in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I just need to say, no. Sandbag literally would have no moves to use. I don't even know why I needed to put this on the list, but some people are so dumb and think he actually has a chance. No! Stop this bullshit. Sandbag will never be playable. As always, I love to put controversial characters on these lists, and although this is more of a joke list, I am not going to change that. I'm guessing this will give me a lot of hate, but it needs to be said. Sora from Kingdom Hearts will not be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please hear me out before you dislike the video, please. Kingdom Hearts is obviously a wildly popular franchise, and it is receiving a new installment in 2019, so it's not like the franchise is dead or anything, but that doesn't mean Sora will be in Smash Bros. Kingdom Hearts 3 is slated to be released on the PS4 and Xbox One, but not the Nintendo Switch. If it was being released on the Switch, then I would give Sora a better chance. Sure, Kingdom Hearts has been released on Nintendo consoles in the past, but that doesn't mean anything. People may point out that Square Enix has obviously worked with Smash Bros. In the past with the addition of Cloud from Final Fantasy, and people would probably argue that Sora is more popular than Cloud, but I highly doubt he will be added still. If there's going to be any more characters that Square Enix owns, it will more likely be Geno than Sora. And now, it's time to end this video with one of the biggest meme characters of all time for Smash Bros. That would be Shrek. Shrek has multiple games, so you can't say he's not a video game character, but Shrek is such a joke. I mean, just look at these comments. Hey, you didn't say Shrek, so that means he still has a chance! Sorry to burst your bubble, Dat Guy 3000, but Shrek will not be in Smash Bros. In fact, someone did this for me. Shrek is probably the most laughable choice. You would be right, Daisy. He will probably do a part 3, and I'm sure Shrek will be on that list. This guy or girl, I'm not gonna assume which, was spot on, so shout out to you. If Shrek is revealed to be playable, I'd be more shocked than Goku, and that's saying something. So there you have it. We have now covered 30 characters who will not be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This will likely be the last video I make on this topic, unless you guys want me to continue this series. Of course, most of these characters are obvious choices, but there are so many popular characters that just don't have as good of a chance as many people think, and that's what these videos were meant for. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you like this video, please consider giving me a like and consider subscribing if you're new here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye-bye.